Hello, welcome to another episode of Second Breakfast. I'm excited to be here with you all. Unfortunately, not live, but we are here. So, um, not on the big screen view to start because my camera is being uncooperative and is not focusing properly. So, you're gonna see me as a little icon in the corner. Um, yeah, I really should get the music clip, our Card Talk music clip. I should find that and use it for my title screen there. Oh well. Um, we're gonna jump right into this one. Um, today here, and for those of you new to our where are you? There we go. If you're new to Second Breakfast here, um, basically this is a show where I pick a random quest, pick a couple random deck attributes to build a deck around, and then go from there. Um, and then we play against that quest and just have a good time. And then I invite you um, to build a deck as well around those two attributes of the week, or I also draw two attributes for a second deck if you want to play one or the other more, or both of them, or whatever you want to do with that, and then play against the quest and share your experiences in our Discord as well. We have a Discord server link down in the description, and this is it's not loading, so I'm gonna try this again. But yeah, we have a link to our Discord in the description where you can, in the Second Breakfast channel there, you can find uh you can find everything. You can find our Second Breakfast channel there, and then yeah, come and discuss your own decks and playthroughs and stuff. And yeah, it's a good time, and I hope and the hope is just to inspire you to play with a wide variety of cards you maybe wouldn't normally play. And yeah, so for this week my deck is going to be, let me just get off the Wi-Fi here. Okay. My deck is going to be leadership lore and staging area threat reduction. So both of those two put together, and then it's going to be my deck, and then I'm blanking on what the other deck is right now, but it will be down in the description what the attributes for the other deck is. So basically, for leadership lore, staging area threat reduction, just to give you kind of an idea, I have some staging area threat reduction. As you can see, I've got some ranger spikes here. There's two of my threat reduction cards. I think I have about 10 or so threat reduction cards, staging area threat reduction cards, plus Arglad, um, for reducing the threat in the staging area. But um, but then the rest of it is going to be leadership combined with lore. So that is one attribute in itself, is leadership slash lore. So I'm building a deck with leadership and lore, at least heroes. I have a few other, like I have tactics and a couple tactics and spirit Sylvan allies mixed in there because of Threadwill, but most of the deck is leadership lore. I decided to go primarily leadership since I play leadership very little, so I've got some good stuff there. And then the quest we're playing against this week is the Passing of the Grey Company. Now, I've played against this quest once. This one is going to be one that really attacks your threat dial, which I'm not super prepared for here, so I'm kind of expecting the threat out on this one. But at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this hand because there's not a lot I can do with this. I could, well, I could set myself up if I take the 3 threat and put an extra resource on each of my heroes. I could set myself up with an ancestral armor and a ranger spikes in the staging area, which is going to make me essentially immune to enemies. I won't have to worry about enemies for the first little bit here, which would be nice. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll try that. I don't know. The 3 threat is scary though, because that threat is going to climb very, very quickly. But we're going to try it. So we're going to literally spend all my resources here just to get these 2 cards. And then at the end of the planning phase, discard all the cards. Actually, not all my resources. I've got 2 on Aragorn then. So then we're going to discard all these cards. Oh, we should have started a new round first, which kills my other ranger spikes. So that's all 3 ranger spikes right there. Gone. Which, whatever. I guess we're doing that. And if you don't know, ranger spikes is actually my favorite trap. I love ranger spikes so much. I think it is by far the best trap in the game. It just for two resources, it allows you to essentially negate one enemy, the next enemy that comes up, leaving you just really at ease to be able to quest and stuff. So I really like ranger spikes. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on to the second stage here. So each player searches the encounter deck for a different location and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Now I'm going to be taking the haunted path location, which is going to put 1 threat into the staging area for now. Close and shuffle that up. And then flip this over. Now, X is the threat of the player with the highest threat. Each player cannot reduce his threat below his initial threat. At the beginning of the planning phase, each player must choose either raise your threat by 1, or you cannot play cards this phase. Now, hopefully that's going to be at least mostly negated by the fact that I can play allies during the combat phase with Thranduil here. So I'm going to be able to bring them into play during combat instead of during planning. Only having 1 card to play per turn anyway, so I shouldn't need to be taking that extra threat very much anyway, at least. So yeah, so that's going to be our starting setup here. We again, because ranger spikes, I don't have to worry about an enemy coming off the top of the encounter deck, so I'm just going to go full committal there. So fully committed, 7 progress, 1 threat in the staging area, 8 willpower, 1 threat in the staging area, giving me 7 progress. See what comes up. When revealed, either set aside overcome by fear, either attach a set aside overcome by fear to your threat dial, or each character you control gets -1 until the end of the round. So that's essentially going to take my willpower down by 4. Since this one isn't set aside. So then we're going to get rid of that. But then I get 3 progress. Now I can travel here. And that's going to end the round. Now at the end of the round, I'm going to raise my threat by 1. Again, for overcome by fear. I'm going to flip this over. And by spending 1 resource there. And see, we've got Galadriel's Handmaiden. Now, I could bring her into play for 3 willpower this round, but that would require me to raise my threat by 1. Unless I bring her into play during the combat. Oh, I have to bring her into play during combat phase because I don't have a resource match right now. So I'll have to bring her into play later on. So that makes that choice easy. So we still have ranger spikes, so we're gonna go commit everybody again and see what comes up. We get another haunted paths, which is going to be 1 threat for now. Next turn that's gonna turn up to 2 threat. But that gives us 7 progress still, so that gives us 4 here and another 3 on the quest. Now we're gonna travel there again, may as well. It's gonna go up to 2 threat, so we'll definitely want to do that. Now, Galadriel's Handmaiden is not going to require a resource match, which means we can simply let's use our Galad's resource here. What are we doing there? Okay, so we're gonna put Galadriel's Handmaiden into play. And I had some trouble with some of my games crashing, so I'm just gonna quickly download my game state here just so we get something saved there for now. Okay. So put Galadriel's Handmaiden into play. She's not going to do really anything this turn except reduce my threat by 1. So that's nice. And then that's going to end the round there. And so we're hopefully going to pull a Woodman's Clearing or 2 here sometime as well. So now we're going to go into a new round. We don't have this overcome by fear anymore, so that's good. Nice, we're getting a Greenwood Archer, which is going to let me ready a hero and get to attack when I need it. So as soon as an enemy turns up, I'm going to be able to really hit it hard. At least, yeah, probably the enemy that comes up after hitting the ranger spikes, because I'll probably end up leaving that enemy on the spikes there. But that's it. I'm not going to play cards this round, so I don't have to take the 1 threat penalty. And then I'm just going to quest with everyone again, because I have this security with this ranger spikes. And we pull a Deadly Road. So that's not going to do anything to me, just 2 threat. And then 8 progress is going to go 4 on here, and then 4 on the quest. This might actually be okay. We might survive yet. So Deadly Road, we're going to go ahead and travel there by spending 1 fellowship resource. Fellowship resource, that's what it's called. Yeah, and then that's going to end the round again. I don't need to play this guy right now. That would be a waste of a good +1 attack from Celeborn there, and a good ready of a hero. So I'm gonna save him as an ace up my sleeve, and go to a new round. Nice, Host of the Galadrim. This is gonna be helpful probably for the final phase where I'm trying to take down the army of the dead. Probably end up playing that one. So for now, we're just going to hang on to it. I don't want to play it yet. And then we're just going to quest with everyone. Everyone's questing again. And there's no threat in the staging area, so that's good again. Draw 1 card. And there's our enemy. So this guy is... and I'm not even going to have to do his forced effect, because he's not going to engage me. At least not for now. And because he's -2 threat, he doesn't make engagement checks, so he's just dead in the water, sitting in the staging area, doing absolutely nothing. That's why I love ranger spikes. And so now I don't have that extra layer of security, but now I'm going to be able to... Now I'll just leave Thranduil open, yeah, Thranduil. I'll leave Thranduil open now and get 1 willpower less. But we're going to get 10 progress, which means 3 on here, 7 on the quest. And we're trying to catch up to our threat dial here, which is currently at 35, going up to 36 this next round. So we're going to have to watch out for that. That's going to be our biggest worry is going to be our threat dial there. Okay, so from there, we're going to go into a new round we're going to download the game state again. And we've got Orphan. So after he enters play, I can return a Sylvan discard or ally from my discard pile to my hand, which I think I discarded. Yeah, I discarded several here. Greenwood Defender would be cool as a combat thing. If I've got a bunch of enemies engaging me, he can just defend all of them essentially in one turn. Greenwood Archer, again, super helpful. So we'll use Orphan yet to pull one of those two at least. We might play him. We'll probably play him this combat phase. I don't need to play him again during the planning phase because I don't need that extra threat. But then we'll play him during the combat phase and be able to grab that one extra guy and use his, and then it will have extra willpower as well. Okay, so we're gonna leave Thranduil open and quest with everybody else, giving us 9 progress currently. Reveal a card. Trysting Place. While Trysting Place is in the staging area, each enemy in the staging area cannot take damage. And to travel here, I have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for an Oathbreaker enemy and put it into play engaged with me. So that's I'm gonna be taking an enemy this turn because I will be traveling there. But we've got 3 threat, which means we get 6 progress. It's gonna bring our total to 23. And we're getting closer. Oh, not 25. There we go. 23. And then, so we're going to do this. Now, we might actually, but the extra willpower would be good. No, we'll probably put Orphan into play. We'll only have 3 attack. I don't think there's an enemy that we can kill for 3 attack. Highly doubt it. Let's take a look here. No. This is the closest. And now we might actually take one of these Faithless Dead because the extra attack doesn't matter to me because I got 5 defense. But we avoid the win revealed then from it coming off the encounter deck. He's one more hit point, makes him a little harder to kill, but I think we're gonna do that. So we're just gonna close this up and shuffle now. Now, I think I'm gonna put Orphan out there anyway. So let's yeah, let's use 3 for 3 leadership. We're gonna throw Orphan out there just because I want to get that extra willpower out there right away. And then I'm gonna search my deck, and now I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take the Defender actually, just in case I get into a tight spot where I'm needing to defend a few times kind of thing, and then he can just take all the. But no, I think I'm gonna need more help with attack at the moment. And I'm going to be able to play Orphan again anyway with this Host of Galadrim, so he's going to come back into play and we'll be able to grab that Defender if we need at the last stage. So we're going to close that up. Okay. Now we're going to deal a Shadow card, and we're going to defend with Thranduil here. Flip this over. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack. We don't care. And then we're going to attack with Orphan, which is going to put 2 damage on this guy. Not any progress. We're not putting progress on an enemy. Okay. That's done. So that's the end of that round then. And we're going to a new round then. Now we've got Olorian. Now, I'm not struggling for resources yet. So I'm going to leave that one alone for now, because I don't want the one extra threat that would give me. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to quest. Now, we'll probably leave... No, we won't leave anybody open, because we'll play a Greenwood Archer this turn. So we'll just leave Thranduil open. Now, if we get another enemy, how we're going to deal with that is... Oh, yeah, we get to ready a hero, so we'll deal with that pretty easily. So if we get another enemy, we're safe still. So we've got 11 willpower. Flip the card over. Yeah, we got another enemy. So that's okay. This guy's not bad. So we get 6 progress on the quest. So we're at 29. Probably stuck here for 2 more turns. Should be able to move on then. So now this guy's going to come down and engage. And then we're going to pull out a Greenwood Archer, which then we're going to ready Celeborn as a defender. So now we can defend both of them and then attack this guy with our Greenwood Archer, killing him. So, because he's got +1 attack from Celeborn. So we're going to go Shadow, Shadow. This guy's going to attack. We're good there. Got rid of a Ghosts of Men. Oh, I thought that was the big enemy for a minute, but oh well. Okay. Oh, forgot to do this effect, so we're gonna have to go ahead and attach this to our threat dial, which is fine, because we'll just get rid of it at the end of the turn. That's just gonna give us 1 threat. And then we're gonna defend. Okay, we're good there. Now we can attack and kill this guy. Okay. So that leaves us engaged with 1 enemy yet. And then that'll be a refresh, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so a refresh. End of the round, we trigger Overcome by Fear, which raises our threat 1 more. And then we're going to get rid of that again. Flip it back over. Okay, that doesn't help us at all, so we're just going to ignore that for now. And we're going to quest, 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 quest. Okay, so we're making 11 progress currently. This comes out, oh no. Oh boy. So we're making 7 progress now. So we're so close. So close. But the Shadow Host is going to come and engage it. Well, we can optionally engage it, really, essentially. We could do Host of the Galadrim now, which might be our best option, actually. Because then we should be able to eliminate this Shadow Host, which is going to be really important going into the next round with the Army of the Dead. We don't want to be... We don't want to have a whole lot of enemies here. So let's start. Yeah, let's do this. Let's start by putting this Greenwood Archer into play, which readies a hero. And then we can play our Host of the Galadrim for 4. So that means we get to take all of these allies out of play or back into our hand and then play each of them one at a time. So that's going to reduce our threat by 1. And then grab a ally out of the discard pile, which is going to be this guy. And then this guy is going to come out and ready this guy, and this guy is going to come out and ready this guy. That was fun. That was satisfying. I really enjoyed playing that. I've never played Host of Galadrim before because I've never played Sylvans when I had that card. Since acquiring that card, I have not played Sylvans. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, that's really what we're here to do. I'm just going to download this one more time here. That's really what we're here to do, is inspire deck builds that you wouldn't normally do, getting you using cards that you might not normally use or think of using. And yeah, that was a joy to play, I will say. I mean, I can see definitely that it could definitely be a lot more powerful if you had a lot more allies out here, but even just those 4 allies, like, this is gonna be, we're gonna annihilate probably both of these guys, which will be good. So we're gonna bring this guy down, and so he has 4 attack, 2 defense, 6 hit points. This guy has 2 attack, 1 defense, 3 hit points. We're gonna deal a shadow card to each of these guys. We're gonna defend this shadow host. Oh, we're gonna put this back on my threat dial because I don't want to take an immediate attack. So we're gonna defend it with Thranduil. Oh, he's gonna make an additional attack because I can't put another one back. Okay, so, oh, that sucks. Okay. All of these guys have +1 to each of their stats, which means I might actually make this defense with the Handmaiden. So if I defend the other one, yeah, my best bet will be defending this one with Celeborn then. So that's going to give me 2 threat. Oh, great. Nice. Lovely. Okay, so he can't ready this round. That's... oh, hate that. Okay, so we took a pretty sound beating from that shadow host. And then Handmaiden's going to defend this one. And so Phantom keyword with the shadow host, we took 2 threat instead of 2 damage then. Yeah, that was brutal. Ugh. Okay, now it's time to avenge ourselves, and we're going to put 8 attack. Oops. It should be back on top of the encounter deck. We're going to go ahead and go 3, 6, 8 attack on this shadow host, kill it. And then we've got 3, 6 attack for this dead man, which will kill it. There we go. So board is clear once again. Yeah, so we're gonna go with the new round there. Another threat raise because this overcome by fear, and then we're gonna get rid of it once again. Okay, Ashbeloth, might as well. Got nothing else to do with... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. I don't want to play cards. Because then I gotta raise my threat by 1. So, no playing cards. I'm gonna go straight into questing. So, quest, 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 quest. And don't come up with a shadow host again. Okay, good. So, raise each player's threat by 2 or reveal another encounter card. This is probably a mistake. This is definitely probably a mistake. But I'm going to raise my threat by 2. That gives us 9 progress, which will bring our total to 45, meaning we get past this quest stage, finally. Add the Stone of Erech and Army of the Dead to the staging area. Each player must raise his threat by 3. Or may raise his threat by 3 to detach Overcome by Fear from his threat dial and set it aside out of play. Okay. We're good there? Okay. So we're going to put those back both into the staging area. This guy has 2 threat. When Army of the Dead attacks you, you must either attach a set aside Overcome by Fear to your threat dial or discard an ally you control. 6 attack, 2 defense, and 8 hit points. And then Stone of Erech, immune to player card effects. After the Stone of Erech becomes the active location, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Oathbreaker and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Remove 5 progress from stage 3B to travel here. So we're going to flip this over. So while it's the active location, each Oathbreaker enemy loses Phantom and gets minus 20 engagement cost. So what that's going to mean is this army is going to attack me as soon as that stone becomes active. So we can't travel because we need 5 progress on here. So for now, we're just going to have to take this guy. We're not even going to be able to kill him, though. That's unfortunate. Unless we play Greenwood Defender right away. Then we could. And he could just take the attack. But then... I don't know. 2, 4. Yeah, like, we only have 5 attack, really. Tempted to... We did play the defender, I would be tempted to take the army. Right away. But we don't have to kill the army to win. We just have to get past the Stone of Erech. Okay. Let's... What do we do? Well, once he loses Phantom, as soon as he loses Phantom, then he's not as much of a threat to me once he loses Phantom, because I can place damage on all of these guys. I can go undefended, but I can't go undefended against my threat dial right now. I'm really, really tight on threat there. So... Let's keep my Greenwood Defender for now. Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to be able to kill this guy this turn then, but that's okay. Okay, we're good as far as defending. We're going to attack and attack for 4. Puts 3 damage on this guy. Close to killing him, but not quite. Then we're going to start a new round, see what happens. Okay, so now we've got Guarded Ceaselessly. Unfortunately, Stone of Wreck is immune to player card effects, so that doesn't help me. Asphalloth doesn't help me to place anything on it. This doesn't help me currently either. Hoping we get a location so I can just negate the location's threat. We may as well play Olorian now, since we're able to now play cards without taking the threat penalty. Unfortunately, none of these help me currently, but I may as well play Asphalloth because it could help me. And then, yeah, so we're going to leave the rest of those as is. And then quest. So we need to quest. Dang. So we're not getting 5 this turn then. Unfortunately. That's not good. Oh, wow, we're getting 1. Oh, I can't take an immediate attack. I think that might have ended my game. I think that did it. So we gotta flip this over again. No. Okay, we get 1 progress. This guy's gonna come down and engage me. And deal both of them a shadow card. I now need to play my defender. And that will, I'll defend both of them with my defender. Good. And then this one, +1 attack, so that's going to go on my threat dial. And then I can attack. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6 attack. So I can kill this guy right away then. But now I've got nothing up my sleeve. That was it. That's so, unless I get some miracle card here. I'm gonna start a new round. Come on, give me something good. Oh, dang it. That's not what I needed. Not at all. The only way that helps me is if a location is revealed, and that then does help. It really does, because then Argalad can use his ability as well as committing to the quest, which is really helpful. So we're hoping for a location from the encounter deck. We gotta raise our threat another point and flip this over. But I don't know, that might be too much to hope for. We'll see. But we're gonna attach leather boots to Argalad and see what happens. Oh, I gotta spend a resource to do that. Okay. Now we're gonna quest, 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 and quest. And hope for a location. That is not a location. So I gotta either... Yeah, either way I lose, because I gotta either lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 willpower, raising my threat 1 instead of putting any progress on, or raise my threat by 1. So, or not yet, I guess. I gotta attach this, but that'll raise my threat by 2 at the end of the round. So that's gonna be a loss. Because then that's gonna be, I get 4 progress, which brings me to 5, which means I can travel to the Stone of Erech. That's gonna bring this guy down. And then I'm gonna die at the end of the round. So close. So close. I could have, yeah, because I could have cleared that next round. Oh, no. I'm sure I could have, because I can just, oh, can I just? Can I? I guess, yeah, because I don't need to kill either of these guys, so I can just discard this guy for the Army of the Dead attack. They both have lost Phantom, so this guy's gonna defend. Which means this guy takes 1 damage, and then this guy's gonna defend. Takes 1 damage as well. And then I can kill this guy. Yeah. So at the end of the round, I raise my threat 1 normally. That was so close. And then I have to raise it another 1 for Overcome by Fear. But if I raise, okay, let's just see. If I raised it 1, now I'm eliminated. But if I play this out, I should win this round because I just quest, and that's 12 progress currently. Flip this over. Yeah. That would have been 9 progress. And that would have been a victory. Oh, so close. Right down to the wire. By one threat. 1 threat. Gosh. Brutal. Brutal. Well, another game ends in a crushing defeat. I was starting to hope. I was so close. I was right there. I could taste the victory. But yeah, it was a good game anyway. I like it when it gets right down to the wire like that. It gets real tense and but yeah, no, it was a good game. Yeah, so go forth and play cards. Yeah, I'll put all the information for this challenge in the description. Playing against Passing to the Gray Company. My deck was Lore Leadership and Staging Area Threat Reduction, which I did almost none of. I had a Ranger Spikes out there all game, but that was about it. Yeah. So did pretty much none of that. But I did have cards. I did have cards. If you go look, you can go look at my deck, and I did definitely have some Staging Area Threat Reduction cards. But yeah, go ahead and put your own spin on this deck, or try the other deck, which I don't remember the attributes, so I'll throw those in the description when I find them, and yeah, build either or build both and play against the quest. And let me know how it goes over on our Discord. Link for that in the description. Yeah, and that's all I have for this time. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Have a great night.